ngicamagusha thokoza uGatyeni lo ngundondela ngumama lengumthikaka zingoma ezibomvu kuthiwa ngumthikaka amaqobo adliwa dlozi phoko kuphela kunikho ngityele bani ndinqula ke kozohlela sematshaweni kodwa kukomntange kotshiwo ndinqula ke kosithathu kondebe kochisane komsengesenge. Now that I've said my clan names and I've put that aside, firstly, I would like to apologize for my voice. I've been all over ezindawo zixhenzayo, ezindawo ukhwaza amadlozi kuzo, ivoice yami yade yatsha. There's a topic that I would like to get into, and it's called the Deja Vu moment. Everybody, or almost everybody, has had a deja vu moment. And what is the deja vu moment when you look at it in the spiritual sense? Because in order to understand the deja vu moment, we've got to analyze it in the spiritual sense. Now, I will make an example. I like making an example because they give a clear picture. There's someone I've been chatting with online. I consider him a good friend. I've never met the guy, so I haven't met the guy. Strangely enough, 2 days ago, I had a dream. I was visiting this guy, and obviously in our conversations, we had planned that I would visit him. So I visited him in this dream. I didn't see him when I was entering his house. I saw his son. So me and his son we exchanged some pleasantries. And the way we exchanged those pleasantries, our wedding was simple and quite straightforward. We acknowledge firstly that we have seen each other in the spiritual realm. His son is about 7 or 8 years old. When I woke up actually after the stream, fast forward, I was quite a bit shocked. I was quite a bit like, wow, that boy is very sharp. So back now to the dream. So when I entered his house, I saw his son. And we shook hands, we acknowledged each other, that we have seen each other in the spiritual realm. So now we're seeing each other in the physical realm. It was the second time we see each other. Now remember, this is a dream, we are seeing each other. So when I met him, or the day I will meet him, it will be like a deja vu moment. Not only to him or to me. On both of us, it will be a deja vu moment. It will feel like what is happening at that particular moment, those greetings. It will like that incident, it became like the past. And it can't be in the physical space. I've already met him in the spiritual space. So when I feel like when I finally meet him, I'll have a deja vu moment. I've had plenty of deja vu moments in the past. Because it's always the case. Every deja vu moment, it's a situation or it's a case or it's a space you've been to in the spiritual space. Now let me go deeper. You have a spirit and you have your body. Your spirit is always active. Even when you're sleeping, your spirit is always active. Your soul is always active. That's why when you're unconscious and sleeping, maybe you'll dream having sex, you'll dream eating something, or you'll dream talking to someone, or you'll dream traveling, you'll dream whatever the action might be. That simply means your spirit is active. So I'll make an example. There's what the doctors or scientists or spiritualists they call out of the body experience. From Cape Town to Eastern Cape, it only takes about 30 seconds to 45 seconds to get there when you travel with your spirit. When you travel, when I'm saying with your spirit, I'm saying when you travel through the out of your body experience. It takes about 30 to 45 seconds to travel from Eastern Cape and back to Cape Town. So from Joburg to Eastern Cape takes about 30 seconds. From Durban to Joburg, it takes about 15 to 40 seconds. Now, when you travel, what happened, the out of the body experience, you float in air. And it's only few people that do that. When you float in space, you might panic and think, am I a witch? Am I flying with a broom? No, it's out of the body experience. It's your spirit. It's floating. So that's a spirit. Again, when I go further and talk about the spirit, when you die, your body dies, it gets buried. But your soul lives on. Your spirit lives on. Now, that's what I'm talking about. On a side note, to the Christians, to the Muslims, or whichever religion that thinks so low about amadlus. Amadlus are the spirit, the soul. What we grow up being misled that the spirit and the soul is going into heaven. So that's the spirit. What goes out of your body when you die, then your body gets buried. That's a spirit. Now I'll make an example again to further my agenda of putting some light into people. Not every dream means something. Not every dream is in relation to you. Even though every dream counts, but it doesn't count to you. So you will dream some things, someone you have never even met. And you will wonder, why am I dreaming about this person? Because your spirit has been there. It's a classic case when you go to ShopRite, when you go to your Woolworths, when you go to your Pick and Pay. You're living about 10 meters away from your house, 20 meters, 30 meters away from your house. When you in transit, you go into the shop, you meet people. You'll meet a couple that is kissing. And you'll see that couple with your physical eye. But that does mean, but that does mean but that does mean, but it has anything or everything to do with you. No, it doesn't. It means because you've got the ability to see with your physical eye. You saw around the corner a couple kissing. Around after that corner or next to the robots, you saw someone begging for 20 rand. After those robots, you saw someone carrying a plastic bag. Your ability to see in the physical space. Now your spirit is always active, even if you're sitting in one place. So the spaces that your spirit has been to, you will begin to dream about those spaces, and they have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. You're just dreaming about them because your spirit has seen them. So you're picking up what your spirit has seen. Or alternatively, your spirit is sharing that information. So that's a spirit. For instance, just on the last point, there was a ceremony I did back around March, and there's a lady on Facebook. We hardly talk, we're not even friends, but she, not even occasionally, once in a while, comments in my timeline. Because of when that lady is going through Facebook, going through profiles, posts, her spirit, it was like on top of that. Libona lonto. So it was like has gotten used to my educational posts. So when I did a ceremony around March, it was like decided to come and attend without prior knowledge. In fact, without, it was like informing the lady. Ella lady is a full-fledged sangoma. Why would it was like inform her? Because she's just a baby. Umntana kuye umuntu omdala olidlozi akazoripota emntaneni athi ndiyovizithela uGatyeni okanye ndiyoxhasa uGatyeni, ndiyosapota uGatyeni kumsebenzi awenzayo. Oqala idlozi ngumuntu omdala. When you're just a baby, and you owe any explanation whatsoever. Ungumntana. Idlozi xa ngafuna ukunika information ethile, that's it. Afuna ukunika, you can just bag. Idlozi lakho ali owe to report kuwe kalizovestela uGatyeni. Now, in the spaces that we interact in, your social media, your Twitter, your Facebook, your YouTube, amadlozi see those things. I remember back last year when I started, in fact I didn't even start last year, I started a year ago, 2 years ago. There's someone I offended with my post because why misinterpret her in a generic tone. It was lazakumlati mnyoabe Gatyeni. Rewrite, edit that post. Because so and so are offended, they think ukhuluma nabo. Kutsho idlozi lam. Rewrite, post. Meaning whatever I post, it's being double checked by idlozi. To make again another example, I was once watching Uskandal, the TV show back in the day, and there was this character, Lucas Nyat, wayechita nomfazi ka-Eddie. Idlozi lam, I was alone in my house. Idlozi lam laze ebusuku lathi ethongweni emaphupheni, what you were watching la show ukuloya ubugqirha. As a guy, you don't sleep with a married woman because uyomosha intlandi isibaya somnyumsi. Never ever in your wildest imagination do what Lucas did to it. I was left goosebumps. I was left shocked. Kanti ngoku mna I thought I'm chilling alone watching uScandal. Kanti idlozi lam belikhona lipresent lijongile. So on Twitter, on social media, on TV, amadlozi are always present. So I've moved in from the Deja Vu moment, the spirit, number further so that you can understand the spirituality, your spirit and idlozi. So a Deja Vu moment, it's a space your spirit has been there. A Deja Vu moment, so I repeat, a Deja Vu moment, it's a space your spirit that has been there. It's a person that your spirit has interacted with long before when in the physical space you interacted with. That's a Deja Vu moment. It's only a Deja Vu moment because it's the second time in the spiritual space you interacting or you are in that space. Kumthi khaka uGatyeni.